This day Yahweh thy God commandeth thee to do these statutes and ordinances. Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Thou hast avouched Yahweh this day to be thy God, and that thou wouldst walk in his ways, and keep his statutes, and his commands, and his ordinances, and hearken to his voice. And Yahweh hath avouched thee this day to be a people for his own possession, as he hath promised thee, and that thou shouldst keep all his commands, and to make thee high above all nations that he hath made, in praise, and in name, and in honor, and that thou mayest be a holy people to Yahweh thy God, as he hath spoken. Devarim, Deuteronomy chapter 27. And Moshe and the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, Keep all the command which I command you this day. And it shall be on the day when ye shall pass over the Jordan to the land which Yahweh thy God giveth thee, that thou shalt set thee up great stones, and plaster them with plaster, and thou shalt write upon them all the words of this law when thou art passed over, that thou mayest go into the land which Yahweh thy God giveth thee, a land flowing with milk and honey, as Yahweh the God of thy fathers hath promised thee. And it shall be, when ye are passed over the Jordan, that ye shall set up these stones which I command you this day in Mount Rival, and thou shalt plaster them with plaster. And there shalt thou build an altar to Yahweh thy God, an altar of stones. Thou shalt not swing an iron tool upon them. Thou shalt build the altar of Yahweh thy God of unhewn stones, and thou shalt offer ascending offerings thereon to Yahweh thy God, and thou shalt sacrifice peace offerings, and shalt eat there, and thou shalt rejoice before Yahweh thy God, and thou shalt write upon the stones all the words of this law very plainly. And Moshe and the priests, the Levim, spoke to all Israel, saying, Keep silence and hearken, O Israel. This day thou art become the people of Yahweh thy God. Thou shalt therefore obey the voice of Yahweh thy God, and do his commands and his statutes, which I command thee this day. And Moshe charged the people the same day, saying, These shall stand upon Mount Gerizim to bless the people, when ye are passed over the Jordan, Shimon and Levi, and Yehudah, and Yishachar, and Yosef, and Benjamin, and these shall stand upon Mount Rival for the curse, Reuben, Gad, and Asher, and Zebulon, Dan, and Naphtali. And the Levim shall testify, and say to all the men of Israel with a loud voice, Cursed be the man that maketh an engraved or cast metal image, an abomination to Yahweh, the work of the hands of the craftsman, and setteth it up in secret. And all the people shall answer and say, Amen. Cursed be he that disesteemeth his father or his mother. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbour's landmark. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that maketh the blind to wander out of the way. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that bendeth the justice due to the sojourner, fatherless, and widow. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lieth with his father's woman, because he hath uncovered his father's wing. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lieth with any manner of beast. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lieth with his sister, the daughter of his father, or the daughter of his mother. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that lieth with his mother-in-law. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that smiteth his neighbour in secret. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that taketh a bribe to strike a soul of innocent blood. And all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed be he that confirmeth not the words of this law to do them. And all the people shall say, Amen. And it shall be, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe to do all his commands, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth.